Hello, we're going to do yet another game of solo Mahj, just showing my personal method of playing and not the typical method, which I don't think you're learning. If all you're doing is drawing and discarding, I don't think you're learning how to take advantage of tiles your opponents have discarded. So, again, this is just how I do it. And as usual, I'm doing my very best to have a good lighted screen here. So let's get out 14 tiles. I do 14 tiles because it's just me. I might as well pretend I'm in the east position, so why not? So I'm going to be putting these tiles on the rack, and I'm going to be assessing as I do so. So while I'm doing it, I'm going through my head, okay, what section of the card can I use? So we've got a wind, we've got a 4 dot, we've got a 2 crack. I'm seeing a lot of evens already, and I'm asking myself, is it going to stay evens, or am I going to have more wins? Am I going to have more 3, 6, 9s? And it's looking like it is more evens than odds. In just a second, you're going to see me count the tiles. I'm going to say, do I have more tiles in this section than that section? Fumble thumbs, fumble fingers, thumble fingers. Lucky enough to get a joker. I wish I had a few jokers to start with, but whatever. And that's a 5 crack. So I put them in order by suit. This is just how I do it. Not everybody does it this way. It's just my preference to put it in order of suit, starting with dots. I have that one lone bam in the center, and then I have cracks. And I have already decided I'm going to go for the 2, 4, 6, 8 section. I haven't picked a line, but I know I'm going to siphon out, is how I call it. I'm going to separate everything that does not apply to the 2, 4, 6, 8 section. You see, I got a 2 dot, 4 dot, 6 dot, 9 dot. I think that's an 8. Bam. Maybe not. I just took it out. So I'm taking out everything that is not an even number. Going to move it to the side. That's how I do it. Once I decide on a section, not a line, but a section, I'm going to remove everything that does not apply, get it out of my sight, because I'm not going to waste brain cells on it anymore. I'm just going to start the Charleston. And you can see here I'm choosing, even though it's just me, I'm practicing as if I'm playing an opponent. So I'm going to, for each round of the Charleston, I'm going to not hand them a good hand. I'm not going to give them pairs. I'm not going to give them more than one in the same suit. As you can see, I did one from each suit. It's not always, you're not always able to do that, but that's what you want to try. So my first pass of the Charleston, I didn't get a single even, not one. So these, I don't know if it's going to be these, but I'm going to go ahead and do it again. I'm going to go to the second round. I've already done the first round of the Charleston. You're going to go right and then over. Now I'm passing my over. So I'm going to draw 3 more as if I'm receiving 3 from the person across from me. And is that a 9 bam? And a wind. If I put, I'm having trouble reading it. So yeah, that is one that I need. So I'm putting it on the rack. I don't know what line I need yet. I just know I'm collecting evens. So now I'm going to discard 3 more because I'm still in the first round of the Charleston. So if I was playing somebody, this would be the left, as if I would be passing 3 to the left. I've got 3 there, 1 from each suit. Now I'm going to draw 3 more. And with that, I've completed the first round of the Charleston. At this point, I can either do a courtesy pass and finish it, or I can do that Charleston all over again. And I know I'm going to do it all over again because even though I have more tiles in the direction of one section, I don't really have enough. There's that 2 dot. We need that. Put that sucker on the rack, Sarah. And then, what is that? Can't read it because my big old thumb is in the way. But I'm putting it on the rack, so that tells me I need it. And then what's left over is a 7 bam. That's an odd number. Don't need it. So let's see. I'm halfway through the Charleston. What am I going to look at? I'm thinking that top line to the right. You see green 222, 444, and then a red. That means 2 suits. So I'm going to pick 2 suits, and I have the 2s and 4s. That's the first suit. And then changing to the red, I could do another suit, which was 4 6s and 4 8s, a conga 6 and a conga 8s. And I know I go ahead and do it in the BAMs. So now that I know what I'm doing, it's 2 suits, a pong, which is 3 of the 2 dots. You see the first two dots? So I need those. I need the 4. I'm going to get rid of the other dot, the 6 dot, because I don't need it. I need 2s and 4s. And then in another suit, I need 6s and 8s. I need all the 6s and all the 8s. And I'm going to do it in BAMs because that's what I got started with. Okay, Sarah, pick out that 6 and get it out of there. Move it to the right to go ahead and do the second round of the Charleston. You see, I'm pointing at the top line. So I need 1 suit, 2s and 4s, and a second suit, 6 and 8s. I've got the dot started in 2s and 4s. That's my first suit. The second suit, all the 6s, all the 8s, I'm going to do the BAMs. So you're going to see me pull out everything that does not apply to that line. And I have successfully used the first round of the Charleston to get headed into a direction of a hand that I want to do. So I've moved everything to the far right. I got it out of my eyesight. I'm not going to deal with it anymore. I'm starting the second round of the Charleston. If I was playing somebody, it would be my second left. I'm going to pass 3. I'm going to draw 3 more. A wind, a flower, a dragon. They do not apply to the hand I'm looking at, so I'm going to pass them. So that is the second over or across. I'm going to draw 3 more. And let's hope I get some lucky tiles. That's not going to work. That's, what is that? Yep, we need that 6 BAM. There we go. We are starting in a good direction. Now I'm going to do my pass to my, I can't remember, is it my last right? I'm going to pass for my last right. So we've done 2 rounds of the Charleston. We've passed right, we passed over, we passed left. We decided to do a second round of the Charleston. We passed left, over, right. There, we need that too. Put that sucker on the rack. So you're doing this pass and exchange. You're doing this Charleston. Yes, we need him. We need him. That's good. So if you're looking at the board, we're following that line. We need 2 suits. 1 suit of 2s and 4s, another suit of 6s and 8s. So we're done with the Charleston. We're going to do a final courtesy pass. That's a final courtesy pass. I'm going to draw 3 more. So I'm going to start the game with 14 tiles. Don't need that even, that crack. So going forward, we know that we're only looking at dots and BAMs. If we draw a crack, put it aside. We don't need it. So I'm going to start the game. I'm starting the game with 14 tiles. I'm again looking at that top line to the right-hand side on the 2, 4, 6, 8 section. I'm going to point to it. There. So that's what we're doing. A pong of 2s, a pong of 4s, a conga 6, a conga 8s. And it says any 1 or 2 suits. And we're checking the right-hand side. We're making absolutely sure this is not a concealed hand. See that C I'm pointing at? That hand is concealed, but the one we're doing is not. That means if somebody discards something we need and we have enough to legally claim it, we can. If there was a C there, we could not, because that means, so I'm pointing at that 4. I need 2 more of those 4s. I have 1 joker. I've got those 6s and 8s. So there, I started the game by discarding. And I'm pointing to that and I'm saying that's 1. I'm going to hope to win before discarding 24 tiles. You want to hope to do that. So somebody has discarded, I'm drawing for the 3 people. Somebody discarded a joker. You never claim a discarded joker. Somebody discarded a white dragon. We don't need dragons. We don't need wins. So now I'm going to draw for myself. Those were my 3 opponents. I'm now drawing for myself. And that is a BAM that I do not need. I racked it and then discarded it. So I've now discarded 2 tiles. Remember, we want to hopefully win before 24. If we don't by 24 tiles, that means somebody else won, logically. That's a crack. We're looking for dots and bams. That is that a 6 bam? That's what we need. Yeah, baby. Put that on the rack, honey. Put it on the rack. And so because I'm calling it, I have to expose it. So I'm setting it up there on the exposure table. Wait a minute, do I have enough? I don't. I need 4. I need a Kong. I have 1. I drew 1, or my opponent had 1, and I had a joker. That's 3. I don't have 4. So and I'm double checking. I'm like, yep, I needed 4 of those 6 bams. I don't have enough to legally claim it. So at this point, that one's gone. I can never claim it. It's gone. That means there's only 2 left. I have to hope to get 1 or 2 more or jokers to fill the void. At this moment, I only have 1 joker. So this is my draw for myself, and it's a crack. We don't need cracks. Discard. What is that, my 3rd discard? Drawing for my 3 opponents. My first opponent discarded a 1 dot. Don't need it. My next opponent discarded a crack. We're not doing cracks. We're doing dots and bams. I'm really focusing on what we need and not focusing on what we don't need. I'm not wasting time on what we don't need. Yes, I drew a joker. That's good. We need him. Get up on the rack, honey. Now I discard. You don't ever want to forget to discard because your hand will be declared dead. You cannot have more than 13 tiles on your rack unless you Mah Jong. You need that 14th tile to Mah Jong. Drawing for my 3 opponents. First one discarded is that a 4 bam? Don't need it. Next one's a crack. Don't need it. Next one is a green dragon. I know it's blue, but in this set, if it's not red, it's green, but it's blue. It's crazy. So I just drew for myself, and I drew something that I don't need. So I discarded. Drawing for my 3 opponents now. That's a 5 bam. We do not need that. We need a 6 and an 8 bam. Somebody discarded a crack. We don't need that. Somebody discarded a 5 bam. We don't need that. So let's draw it for ourselves. It's our turn now. Going to draw for ourselves, and we drew a flower. Don't need a flower. Going to discard that. And I'm keeping track of how many I've discarded because we're hoping to win. We're hoping to win before 24 turns. My opponent discarded a crack. Don't need it. Discarded a 1 dot. We've got our 2s. We need 4 dots now. And then a 2 bam. We need 6 and 8 bams, not a 2 bam. So I'm drawing for myself now, and I drew a crack. Going to discard him. Oh, my nails look so good. I got my nails done today. Feels so nice to have them looking nice. My opponent discarded a 7 bam. We don't need that. They discarded a 6 bam. Can I claim that now? Do I have enough? I think I do. I need a Kong, which is 4. That's 1. There's a joker, makes 2. Joker makes 3. 6 bam makes 4. There we go. We just exposed it up on the exposure table. We got what we needed. Now we need to discard something. Don't forget to discard, Sarah. Look, see, I'm counting. Good girl. Now discard there. I'm going to discard that win. And I'm putting it over with the player discards to not go towards my 24 turns. And look, somebody else discarded a 4 dot. We need him. We can't claim him. We need 3 of them. We have 1. The jokers we've already used the jokers. So we can't call him yet. I'm looking to see, is there another 4 dot? I'm trying to remember if I discarded. And these stacks I've made mean absolutely nothing. The only reason why I do those stacks is so when I'm done, I can easily grab a stack and put it in the bag and not have to pick up one at a time. So I put that 4 dot on the side to remind myself that I have that one and one's already been discarded, meaning there's only 2 left. Somebody's discarded a 1 bam. We don't need that. A 2 dot. We have all the 2 dots we need. We have a Pong, which is 3. And a 4 dot. We're in the same predicament. I can't claim him because I don't have a joker to put with him. So there's 1 in my hand, 1 on my rack, 1 discarded. That's 3. That means there's only 1 out there. Now I put him on the side to remind myself that there's 1 or 2 already discarded, but you don't want to do that the moment what you need is discarded, because that's a sign to your opponents. Oh, somebody discarded a 4 dot. They need it. They can't get it, and they turn that tile on the side. So you can do that. Just don't do it right away. Wait a couple turns so they think you need something else. So somebody discarded a joker. You can never claim a discarded joker. We've got a 6 dot. We don't need a 6 dot. We need a 4 dot. And a win. Don't need that. So now let's draw for ourselves. A joker. Yay! We need him. Yay! So we've got 3 8 bams. We can use the joker with that. That's done. We've got 1 4 dot with the joker with that. So whichever one is discarded next, it'll be great. So now because I drew that joker, I'm discarding something, and I think that's our 10th discard. So we're looking good right now. My opponents are drawing now. The first discarded tile is a flower. Don't need him. I'm starting a new row because it's getting too high. Crack. Don't need a crack. Oops. And a joker. We cannot claim a discarded joker ever, ever, ever. Not even if it makes Mah Jong. I drew for myself a flower. That's number 11. Discard. My opponents are drawing now. They drew a crack. A bird bam, a 1 bam, and a 2 bam. We don't need a 2 bam. We need a, I just drew for myself a crack. Don't need that. My opponents are drawing and discarding a joker. Can't take him. A crack. Don't need him. I'm getting sloppy because I'm getting near the end and running out of space. Somebody else discarded a crack. Let's draw for ourselves now. Yes! Bravo! That's fantastic. We're looking good now. Now, no matter what, whether I draw it or somebody discards it, I need only 1 more. So no matter what, if somebody discards it, what we need, either a 4 dot or an 8 bam, we call Mah Jong and we got it. So somebody discarded a dragon. Somebody discarded a, 9 dot. Somebody discarded a flower. Let's see what I draw next. That's a 9 bam. Oh, that was mine. Yep. That was mine. Not an opponent. Okay, now my opponents draw. They 7 dot. Don't need him. Next is a green dragon. Don't need him. A white dragon, also known as soap. I'm drawing for my, yes, Mah Jong. Mah Jong. So now I'm going to put him on the exposure table to show my opponents that, yes, I did Mah Jong. I'm going to say my section was the 2, 4, 6, 8 section. I did the very top line on the right, which is a pong of 2 dots, a pong of 4 dots, and I'm going to snug it in between the jokers so you know that it goes with it. A Kong of 6 bams, and I'm counting them, and a Kong, which is 4, of 8 bams. So that's how I personally do Mah Jong. I hope you enjoyed this. See you again soon. Have a wonderful weekend.